Lasso tools. Hi guys, we continue study selection tools, and today we'll talk about a group of lasso tools. The lasso tool group is located right here, under the geometric selection tools. And there are 3 tools there. Let's talk about them one by one. We'll start with the usual lasso. It's quite difficult to create some kind of precise selection with this tool. Well, unless you do it on a pad, but it will still be quite painstaking work. On the other hand, this tool is perfect if you need, for example, to take a rough selection when you are making a sketch, and you don't want to spend a lot of time selecting each object, if you just want to make sure whether this object is suitable for you or not. And another option is when we have a file in which there are many different objects on a transparent background, but you need only one of them. Then we take the lasso tool and just like that, we draw a circle around the desired object. We create a selection, we copy it and drag the file that we need. After that, of course, you can reduce it. The next lasso in this group is the magnetic lasso. Let's see how it works. Using the magnetic lasso, it's very convenient to select objects that look contrasting against the surrounding background. For example, like this duck. We may have some kind of incomprehensible mottled background, but at the same time, the main object is quite bright. It is contrasting, and its borders are clear. In this case, the magnetic lasso will be perfect for us. We take the tool and begin to select. We put the first point somewhere on the contour and just pull the mouse rather slowly. We see that the lasso magnetizes to the contour of our duck. Periodically, you can put dots by clicking to fix the contour. If you have done something completely wrong, you can cancel it if you press Escape. This is how we can select objects. This tool works quite simply, like that. Look, I have got this element here. Well, my hand trembled a little. In this case, we added selected areas. And once again, I need to finish this piece. Now it has been added. After that, we can copy and paste into our image, as we always do. Well, let's say this duck will be somewhere here. Let's swap the layers and move it a little bit here. For example, here. Of course, it would be possible to edit shadows here. But now we will not talk about this separately. If you want, you can do it yourself, because you already have an idea of how it can be done. If we now go back to the lasso tool and look at its settings, we will see that besides an ability to edit and subtract the selected area, we can also make feathering. If we want the edges of our object to be softer and shaded, we can also set a width of 10 pixels, and the software will select suitable pixels as the selection border. And, of course, the level of contrast. The higher the level of contrast is, the more contrasting areas will be selected. And the frequency 57 means the number of points that will be placed on a certain length section. There is also Select and Mask option, which works exactly the same as with the Quick Selection and Magic Wand tools. You can additionally adjust your image using this option. If I choose Select and Mask, you will see the settings that are already quite familiar to you. Now let's choose the polygonal lasso tool and see how it works. This tool is ideal for selecting objects with straight lines. Moreover, when the shift is pressed, the lines are either strictly vertical or strictly horizontal, or at 45 degrees. Let's select this box. I put the first point, the second point, and so I just follow the contour of my box. Look, if I press the Shift key now, the software shows me 45 degrees. Well, it's certainly not 45 here, so I leave it as I need it. Release the Shift key, and just like that, step by step, I put points in the places of transition from one plane to another and select this box until the contour closes. So the selection is ready. Now I press Ctrl+J. The box is copied to a new layer. I can move it now and, for example, reduce its size. That's how I got 2 boxes at once. There are no new settings here. This tool is very simple, but sometimes it's very useful. And with the help of the lasso tool, you can create such creative selections that you see now on the example with a girl. And let's talk about our homework. There will be 2 tasks. The first task is to select these toys, move them from a transparent background, and select the duck using the magnetic lasso tool. And the second task will be a task with a box. You need to select this box with a polygonal lasso. And that's it for today. Such a simple, short lesson. It was Peter Romanov and AIM School. See you next time!